show.
I'm Erin.
And I'm Christa.
Today,
we are getting ready with the Wet n Wild Studio Eyeshadow Palettes.
Okay, as you can see, we have our brows and our faces on.
I have Coming in Latte.
Nice. And I have Quartz Center. All right, so there's a little brush that this comes with, which honestly, not the worst I've ever seen in one of these little drugstore palettes.
As you can see, Erin's hair is different.
Oh yeah, I have different hair. It's a work in progress.
She's like a golden blonde.
Well, I don't want to be golden blonde.
But you are right now.
You know, Khloe Kardashian didn't get that blonde hair in one day either.
No, they always show those like steps though for her, so don't.
What I am concerned about in this palette is what kind of a transition color would you use?
Let me see.
Or should I just go dark and purple?
Either I would go dark and purple or I would use this.
Yeah, no. We're gonna go dark and purple.
I'm gonna use.
Because that's my options.
Some anti-aging eyeshadow primer.
Yeah, I was like
1,000.
primer. Using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance.
Using the Urban Decay anti-aging.
And I do have a mirror in front of me, but because I am blind, I have to look in this one. So forgive me, human.
So this one has more mattes and transition shades. So I'm just gonna do a nice, pretty sparkly-ishy eye.
This is gonna be my satanic Valentine's Day look.
Alrighty.
For when you have a hot date with Satan. I'm gonna start right dab in the middle in this purple shade. Oh, these got it right here. With a flat shader brush. Putting on my eyeshadow.
I'm gonna use a fluffy MAC 224 and I'm gonna go in with this light brown ashy tone and I'm gonna start a transition here.
So it's not super dusty, but it's not super pigmented, but it's not terrible right now.
No, it's moving around, but you really have to pack it on.
I've had to dip into it several times.
Yeah. And it's I mean, but it's Wet n Wild, right? I'm doing the transition shade. Yeah, it's good. It's good. But I can see you gotta get it in there. I'm doing this transition shade, this transition shade back and forth, almost onto the lid. And it's not super, I'm not doing it like in a very clean manner because it's gonna be blended over and over and over and over again. MAC 222 and the darker of the browns down in here. And focus that more on the inside of my crease and bring it all the way around.
I like this purple. It's like a grapey, cool tone purple.
Whoa, that's really pigmented though. The deeper one?
Yo, what?
Yo, what? This dark one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I hate my glasses marks.
So I have to go back through and fade that out so I don't get too...
You had a disaster?
Well, it's deeper, so you really want to blend it out so you don't get muddy. Here we go. And I'm just kind of following the outline of my eyeball all the way in.
I'm taking a floofy brush and just diffusing these edges.
Floofy.
Now, actually, I'm gonna take that weird brush that was in there because it's kind of small, and I'm gonna dip into the next shade in the palette, which is a very dark purple, almost black. Right there.
I want to bring this all the way into here without really going on my eyelid yet. I'm still kind of working on the crease. And then we're gonna go into the lighter of the shades. It's a matte shade. I'm gonna bring that slightly into my lid. And it's also gonna help smoke out all of this or blend out all of these deeper browns.
Blending.
They're not horrible. They do just need a little bit, they're a little stiffer. So they need a little bit more work when it comes to the blending part.
So, should we talk about our meltdowns today in Ulta? Krista had a meltdown. She looked into a mirror at Ulta and had a meltdown.
Well, here's the deal. I'm starting to get pores through here that are visible. In my life, the one thing that has always been my saving grace is that I'm pretty and that I have good skin. And so, you know, I'm a chubby lady. So when you're pretty, you're kind of like, all right, well, you know, it kind of balances itself out. So if I start losing my skin, then what the hell? What the hell, man?
It'll be okay. You
No!
You haven't done anything to minimize your pores yet, so now she's got a product. Maybe she'll let you know about it.
I got 5. We'll see, because, you know, I just can't do it. I'm not gonna have, no. It's just, I'm not gonna lose.
You're not gonna live life like that.
No, I don't, that's not fair. No. You know what happens? When dudes get older, they're like, oh, they look so, you know,
Silver
handsome, and they have those nice lines and it makes them look like I watch Parks and Recreations all the time on Netflix. Rob Lowe looks great.
Rob Lowe signed a pact with the devil.
No, he has wrinkles and he has gray
Barely.
hair. No, he has them, but they define his face. And it's not, and like George Clooney, all these dudes, but you know what happens? Unless you're Helen freaking Mirren, everybody else like, you're too old, get out of here. You got poor, put you in a heap with the old people.
Yep, the old people, he lighted on fire and rolled out.
See, just, you know, God damn it.
Just tie up our old skins to a raft and set us out
I
to sea.
am gonna get plastic surgery when Nick gets out of control. I don't give a shit.
We're gonna
Don't
go.
care.
There's
I will
gonna
walk
be a
around looking
weekend.
like this and there.
There's
what
gonna
I'm
be a
like.
weekend where no one can find us, and we're gonna come back 10 years younger.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, because you know what? F it. Okay, so now I'm gonna use
So anyways, back to
this
this.
very shimmery, ashy, purpley tone, and I'm gonna go right in my center of my eyeball. And you saw that I put a little bit more eyeshadow primer there, because I want
That's a
it to
good
be, I want it to pack on really well. And by putting that in the dead center of my eyeballs, it kind of helps my eyes move forward instead of pushing them
Following.
back. So I'm gonna do that in the dead center, but then on top of that, I'm gonna do another one of these shimmery tones, and I'm gonna go into, it's like a gold. Well, it is gold, it's not like a gold, but not the super yellow gold. I don't know, it's hard to tell, but this one's really yellow, this one's more bronzy. And I'm gonna do a little bit of that. I'm just gonna layer these as I see fit.
I will say, trying to blend these, you can't.
They're not blendable.
They just go everywhere.
Yeah, they're dusty and they get kind of muddy.
Like everything I'm doing, it's all
It's just
blending
marrying
together.
with each other?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does, it's weird.
I mean, I don't hate the colors though. That's
No, the
thing.
colors are good. I think that these would be, this is like a really good thing for accent colors. Like if you wanted to pick up a color, but unfortunately they don't really work that great together. You know, I'm gonna try to do a Hail Mary here, and I'm gonna use a really big, the MAC 225, which I typically use for my face. I'm gonna go over in my crease here to really try to get this to work, blend out. Well, that's better. But see, you can tell I lost that transition shade.
Yeah,
that was
I
just
did
gone.
too. It's like I've already put 3 colors on it. It looks like
Right,
there's
but
just-
what I'll do is I'll bring my brow color down. This is more feel like a pencil brush, and I'm gonna go into the black, and I'm gonna go right here, in my eyeball. Right in my pocket on my crease.
I'm going under my eye where with the first color that I started with. TS.
To try to define what I've lost, because they're not, like I said, they're not very buttery, they're stiff. So when that happens, it doesn't wanna slide into one another.
And I'm going to blend it with this brush that actually came with the palette. Just to soften it a little bit. Now going under my eye, I'm getting some fallout. And that's okay. I actually don't mind. I'm going for like killer look today.
No, and I'm gonna say, as far as this goes, I used worse shadow.
Shitballs, I didn't bring a mascara out here.
You dumb idiot.
I'll have to get it.
I have one, but it's not gonna be the one you want. Well, then I won't. Well, I don't want
Did anybody else watch Grease Live?
What you think?
I watched it mainly for Jessie J because I love her. I
She
love
was
her
on
in
for
every
5
single
seconds.
way. I love her voice. I think she has one of the best voices I have ever heard in my life, and I think she's super cute, and I love everything about her, and I think she's slightly insane, and that's also apparently why I like her.
Erin wants to touch her butt.
I mean, I wouldn't not touch her butt. Well, I wouldn't touch anyone's butt because I'm married.
Well, right, but I'm saying, like, when straight girls have a thing for a girl, they're
Right.
like, it's a girl crush.
No, we would have
But it's a crush.
We would have man crushes.
Yes.
Like I have a man crush on Demon Salvatore from the Vampire Diaries.
I don't really have man crushes as of right now. I can't think of any dudes that I'm like, ooh.
I wouldn't suggest putting this under your eye. Look what's occurring.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna get punched.
It's super smoky, but I'm just going with it now. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this light purple shade in the palette and try to make something good happen.
Just doing.
No, get away from me.
You get away from me.
You get away from me. You're in my house!
Well, I can't
Oh,
go
should
to
you
my
tell-
house because my house is.
Did you tell our friends what happened?
A pipe exploded underneath my house, and my house is on a crawl space, and the crawl space is full of any of the water that would leave one's home, from your sink, your bathtub, and yes,
And
your
your
toilet, is underneath my home in a crawl space. And for those in other parts of the country and the world who are familiar with what a crawl space is, it's your house. Here's the dirt. Here's the side of your house, and here's the first floor. So it's this little area that you can crawl underneath that sometimes has things in it, like, you know, my furnace.
Like, or human excrement.
And then it's dirt. So they have to excavate underneath my house and fix the pipe. And the restoration company's been there and they're trying to get all of the, you know, biohazard material out of there. And so since about a week ago almost now, I haven't been able to stay in my own house.
So they've been living
So
with
my
us.
wife and I have to live with these dumb idiots. And we're very grateful that we have somewhere to go.
I'm going like the crazy town with this look now because why not?
Are you just gonna go with the flow?
Yeah. Because this palette's not like going to be an everyday neutral. It's got all crazy colors in it. So now I'm making my inner corner like real bright purple.
I'm taking these same family of colors and now I'm going into this color here. I wish they had names, I hate when they don't. And I'm gonna just take that into the outer corner of my under eye using a MAC 228 brush. That looks like that.
I'm taking that light purple that I was just putting in my inner corner and kind of putting it on the ball of my eye.
Fallout City.
Oh my god, no. Just to bring lightness back into this because it got real dark real quick.
There we go.
And I'm also going to press a little of this gold shade that's in the palette too.
Pardon my roll. All right, so now I'm gonna use the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk and rim the under eye, my waterline. What that does is it extends the whites of your eyes, making your eyes look bigger and brighter.
So I don't know if our friends here on YouTube know this or not, but we're coming up on our year anniversary.
Ah, yeah!
So if you've been following us for a year, thank you very much.
We love it. We're appreciative of you and your patronage.
I can't believe all the things that have happened over the last year.
I know. We both got married.
Yep.
What else happened? You know what? To close out the Wet n Wild, I'm actually going to use for the first time the Wet n Wild liquid eyeliner and see how I like it. So this because these are going to be great.
I should have used mine. I have a purple one.
Or horrible.
Should I go get it?
Sure. All right. So Wet n Wild Mega Liner in the little well pots.
I have the purple.
I have the black. It's a spongy applicator.
It's pretty good. It's a great color.
It's pretty dark, which is nice. A lot of these, a lot of the lower end ones are kind of sheer. They sheer out.
Oh, they're like milky.
Yeah. Or yeah, you can see through them.
Ooh, I actually really like this.
The test is going to be when you're trying to do this and then your eyes water.
Which is every day.
Right, because the Kat Von D holds pretty good when your eyes water. Now, if this hits water and it starts to leach everywhere, that's annoying. It dries pretty bad.
I went like with a crazer wing.
Mine's pretty wide, but mine are always pretty intense. Wings. Nice. Not too shabby. Wet n Wild. This is just a black. It's called Smoke. It's by Marabella, and it's gonna go underneath
I'm gonna clean up a little bit of fallout that happened.
the outside corner of my eye, down here.
Using this, which I thought was too dark for me, this Age Rewind, but it's just not highlighty, this concealer. It's just the skin tone. It's not like brighter. But I wanted to try it out. I mean, I guess it's a little brighter, I mean.
There's that. All right, now I'm gonna curl my eyelashes and use Lorac Pro Plus Fiber Mascara.
Should we talk about the good deed that we did today?
Oh yeah, so
we live in Michigan.
Yep. And Flint is in Michigan, and if you've been paying attention to the news at all,
You know there's a problem.
their water is poisoned with lead. And so the children of the area are really affected the most because lead poisoning doesn't just go away and it affects their cognitive ability. And so long story short, they don't have water because it's poisoned.
Right.
And so a lot of areas are collecting water for them. So we bought a bunch of gallons of water and dropped it off at a spot today.
Yeah.
Just to be nice, to help out the people. Those people need water. And water's the most essential thing in the world, really. You can go 2 weeks, 3 weeks without food. You can only go 3 days without water. So, I mean, and you've got to think how many uses they do. They can't cook, they can't shower, they can't make food for their kids.
Okay, now on that happy note, I'm gonna try a new mascara. It's the Colossal. Oh, this is the waterproof. I did not know I bought the waterproof. Cat eyes, because one of the girls I work with, little tiny Esther, I was shampooing her hair and I was like, what mascara is that? Because her eyelashes were crazy. Now it could be that she just has better eyelashes than me, but I wanted to try this mascara out. I'll give it a whirl. It's got a curved brush.
I love this eyelash curler, by the way. This is a Maybelline no, this is a Mary Kay eyelash curler, actually. And it is probably
100 years old?
Yep, it belonged to a very good friend of mine's mom. And they both passed now, so it's like my own little memory every morning. All right. Now, this mascara wand you can see is pear-shaped, and it has fibers in it, but not annoying fibers, good ones.
So far, this is doing nothing.
So maybe these are eyelashes. She also probably puts a lot of layers
She told
on.
me she put the 1,000 layers on.
Yeah, she lets it set and it puts more on. I don't have the patience to do that many layers of mascara.
I mean, I do like 2.
There's people that do like 10, 12 or more. I watched this one girl at the salon one time, teenager, put so much, it was amazing though, and it didn't get like gross on her. She just sat there for about a good 25
7
minutes putting mascara on. It's like, quiet, putting on mascara.
I will say this is not getting clumpy and this is going on my 3rd pass. So now I'm going to apply a lip color to go with these crazy dark eyes. I'm going to go with a more muted lip. I'm using Tootsie by ColourPop.
Okay, I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Heather's.
Purple rain, purple rain.
All right, done.
I like the colors in the palette. They're kind of fun, but they don't blend well. And now that my eye is watering a little bit, they're like becoming see-through.
Oh yeah, so they're not very durable and they are really very hard to blend actually. But this is fine, but they're pretty sheer. Like you can still see my lid through it, and because I didn't want to pack it for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's fine for like, this is something I would buy for like a teenager that's just starting to play with makeup. Let us know what you think of the Wet n Wild palettes if you've tried them. And if you have any other things you would like us to try and do a get ready with us, keep us in tune. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns,
Call us at 1-800-BEAUTY LADY on a budget, #blob.
and for this, and this,
And this.
and that, and this, 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 and this,